Bob Guns on Tour. We're at SHOT Show 2023 in Las Vegas, and every year I do want to make sure that I take a little bit of time to go to Fix-It Sticks. Fix-It Sticks is a company that's been making awesome tools. Either whether you're a beginner gun owner, a precision rifle shooter, or a gunsmith, they always have something new, particularly tailored to whatever is your, well, favorite niche or whatever is your spice. There you go. Variety is the spice of life. Whatever your spice is, they definitely have some really awesome tools. I'm here with Joshua, which you guys loved from last year's SHOT Show video, to walk us through a couple of new toolkits that are going to be coming out this year. One of them in particular is going to be amazing. So we spent some time at the Sig Media Day playing with some of the new guns. So it'll be appropriate for that. So first and foremost, Josh, thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you, no problem.
And walk us through. I mean, you got some new tools, some new kits, lots of awesome, cool little things.
So the new tools and new kits, just like what you're saying, we have niche and everything. So with Fix-It Sticks, we sometimes offer platform specific, and then we also offer more generic there. So on the platform specific side now, we've worked together with Sig Sauer to come up with a compact pistol kit for Sig Sauer. This one's going to be working with the 320, M17, 18, 365s, and the P22 legacies, the 226, 8s, 9s, things like that.
So here's a question.
Sure.
In the past, you came out with this kit, which is really popular with the MCXs and the Spear owners.
Sure.
Is there any crossover between these kits, or is it really going to be like this is for rifle and I guess this is for pistol?
So this was cultivated with the engineers from the MPX platform. This is going to be geared exactly towards the rifle. It also, this one has our large all-in-one torque limiter. This one here is meant for Romeo optics and such. This is a 6 to 25 inch-pound. This is going to have your E2 slide punch for legacy guns. It's going to have the 2-inch T10 to get onto the M17 to go through from the bottom of the slide. We're going to have standard punches, roll pin punches. We also offer a notched spring bar tool. If you take an armor's course at SIG, they usually tell you to utilize a T-pin.
Okay. I was going to ask you what those toothpicks are for.
So the T-pins are designed for the 320s and 365s to work on their triggers, and then also on the 320s, you push the magazine catch over, and then there's a hole in the back that size to remove the magazine catch. So that'll work there. It has our non-marring battery door tool, an integrated 8/32 threaded adapter to do any kind of cleaning products, a brush, a pick, and then a proper assortment of bits. It has our magnetic brass hammerhead, brass rods, and a full ratcheting T-handle with this. So it all comes up in a nice compact kit. It's $184 MSRP.
Okay. And basically that's going to be something that somebody can take with them to the range. So let's say, for example, if you have they go to the range, they plan on shooting it, and then something fails, well, they're going to have all the tools right there in their range bag, so they don't have to go and waste gas going home, because the gas might cost them as much as the toolkit.
Exactly. So when it comes to something like this here, if you're a SIG guy and that's your platform, whether you're using a Romeo 0, Romeo 1 Pro, Romeo 2s, SIG tells you retorque optics at about every 300 rounds, 300 to 500. I don't remember exactly.
Wow, okay.
It's in the Romeo booklet, though, so you can look that up. I think it's 500, but it might be 3.
Okay.
I don't remember. So, and especially, I tell people all the time, though, that are utilizing an optics-ready gun for defense. Yeah. So if that's going to be your carry gun and you're going to be at the range with that, you definitely need to retorque your gun to spec, so that way when you are carrying it, you don't have to worry about it. And then, I mean, if you happen to break an extractor and you want it to go as far as for stuff like that, if you have parts, if you're at a competition, it's a nice option for something like that.
So here's a question. I mean, like, you have like a lot of like almost like regular bits that somebody might already have, and then you have a lot of specialty tools. So here's a question. I mean, like, are those tools, like, I mean, do you actually need those specialty tools, or can somebody literally use a toothpick or whatnot? And I guess kind of like what are the specific tools get you?
Well, I mean,
like maybe like reliability wise or something, or
I mean, you can do anything with anything for that matter. Is it? There's the saying, right tool, right job.
Yes.
So, I mean, we do offer this. I mean, a T15 is a T15.
Yes.
It doesn't matter where it is. Our bits happen to be very good. We work with military contracts, so the bits are going to hold up to it, to the use that we're going to do with that. Then there's specialty bits, though, which are very unique to the platforms that we're working on. So while you could use some kind of a metal pick to do it, this is what comes directly from Sig Sauer that they've recommended.
And I guess almost kind of like with you talking about right tool, right job, I'm thinking AR-15s with the idiot marks, or like the 1911s where you have the marks. And I guess a proper tool would prevent a lot of that type of mistakes.
Yeah. Also, you don't want to bugger up screws.
Yeah.
You don't want to
That's
mar
a
your
big one.
guns. That's why we buy the right screw. Our screw bits are hollow ground,
Yeah.
so that they're going to go in. They're gunsmithing style, so you're not going to have cammed up, screwed up, stripped out.
And I'm almost thinking kind of like the difference between, let's say, T25 and T27, where like we're really, really so close, but and you can,
interchangeable.
yeah,
If it has a particular screw, that's the screw
Yeah.
for it. There's not close enough
Yeah.
when it comes to that. You will strip a bit or bugger something up.
and that's even worse.
And then it's worse, or especially if you strip the screw.
Yeah.
People also need to understand, though, that torque limiters are just as important because, everything has a torque value. The Romeo 2s on the side of the shroud, I think it's a T6 to like 16 inch-pounds. It's very low. But because the T6 will shear at a certain point there. So if you just go like that and crank it off, you now have to send it back to SIG to have them take the screws out. I mean, it's a big process.
And I've actually known somebody who had to do it. I was in FFL, and they were doing the exact same thing with a slide.
So that's exactly what that would be. So.
All right, so we have the SIG pistol kit, and then you have this newer kit
So-
with some unique tools, and it looks like almost like a vise of some sort, or what is it?
So this is last year at SHOT Show. What we did is we did the video on the field armorer's
Yes.
kit.
And that was the big complete kit. If you're a mobile gunsmith, that was the kit to get.
Yeah. So we've taken that concept, shrunk it down. We took our compact pistol kit,
Okay.
our Glock specific that we came out with last year, and our SIG pistol kit, and made a master pistol armorer's kit. So that's going to come here. It comes with our takedown ratcheting T-handle, just like the other. It has the removable brass hammerhead and a punch holder, so you'll be able to work on your guns with that. The same torque limiter. It has brass non-marring punches, standard steel punches, and a roll pin.
Yeah, I was about to say, I just noticed that from this angle, it's a roll pinch starter. Yep.
Domed punch. Sight adjuster that's using a 2-pin sight.
Okay.
For sighting in with that aim point style. And
Got it, yep.
Hollow Sun, I think, does it or something like that. I don't remember offhand. Non-marring battery door tool. Curated assortment of bits for Torx and Allens that we would need. Our brush. The rest of our bits, along with the new full-size grip screw bit that we did. Then we have the T-pins, 1911 bushing wrench, the SIG spring bar tool, and E2 slide. The long T10 for the optics, long flathead for sighting in optics, channel liner tools, Glock front sight tool, dental pick for working on the Glocks to get up inside the magazine well, and a magazine base plate. It also will have the integrated 8/32 rods, which will go with the brass rods, so you can hook it up to any cleaning equipment out there. And then this one here is our polymer bench block. So it's an armorer's block, so you'll be able to set something down to work on. It's non-marring, it's rubber, so it kind of sticks. If you flip it over, it's channeled for compact and full-size slides. So if you're going to mount an optic, you can just set it in here and now work hands-free, working on a slide to work with that. And so you don't lose things. This is also Velcroed in here. Standard part tray and a magnetic section.
And the magnetic part tray is probably one of the best features you can have, especially if you're working on gun at the range, because once it gets off the bench, it just lasts forever.
This is a pretty good magnet there.
Wow. Yeah.
So that is what is new at Fix-It Sticks for 2023.
So what's the pricing and availability on both of these kits? Is somebody going to be able to go on the website and purchase them today?
So the pricing on this one, as I said, is $184. This one is $340 MSRP. And I believe that we will have these within the next couple of weeks up on the website.
Okay.
So you'll be able to order it then.
And if you are interested in this, we still do have the coupon code that you'll be able to find in the link in the description. That will save you a few more bucks off of these kits once purchased from fixitsticks.com. Obviously, having the right tool for the right job is going to be critical. And look, it's like you can get a cheap toolkit at your dollar store, but it might actually end up causing more damage than having the right kit at the right job. And in the grand scheme of things, I mean, the amount of money that gun owners spend on ammo, going to the range, and not even talking about the firearms, the optics, everything else. I think the best investment was this, the all-in-one torque driver kit, is like, if you can't get one of these bigger kits, just get this. It lives in my range bag. It is the kit that's going to solve 90% of the problems that you might run into, and it's just a very, very, very solid kit. And then add the mini torque limiter, which you are going to use. Or actually, is this available with the mini instead of the big?
Don't have it skewed up as
You
that.
should.
Definitely, we probably should then, yeah.
Product idea, because vast majority of the time I actually use the smaller one.
We actually do have a new kit, so it's our compact ratcheting multi-tool that came out last year that we have offered with the micro for that. That compact ratcheting multi-tool will also be receiving a Golden Bullseye at NRA this year.
Awesome.
So we were selected for that.
Very, very cool. So those are all the kits, the new kits, the existing kits, my favorite kit. I said the essentials kit. And you'll be able to find more information on fixit6.com. Josh, thank you very much for having me here. It's always a pleasure seeing the proper tools of the trade. And I will see you guys. As always, thank you for watching. Keep on squatting, and we'll see you in the next video linked up here. Cool. Thank you.
No problem. That should go well.